Is the board fascia on the skirting board?
Shut up.
When I said to you about the lights can be static or thing, you went, but you can't have it your way. You want to come in and shut down 90% of the room.
Oh, we're coming under the pagoda now for an arty shot.
You're not going to give me figures, you're just going to talk about the concept.
We're here in Mansfield at the Towers.
Alton?
No, that's in Stoke. We're in Mansfield. I think we're still in Yorkshire, are we? Anyway, this looks big from the outside.
Some places you go and it's like deceiving, isn't it? You go and it looks like it's going to be small and it ends up being massive.
Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be massive.
Yeah, imagine if we get inside, there's like
It's
one
tiny,
board in
yeah.
the corner. Is it a TARDIS? Who knows?
Games room.
Games room. That sounds like the right place for us.
Well, there's plenty of access, Andy. 10 boards up here, but
Yeah.
I'm going to call it 9. And the reason I'm going to call it 9 is just because I'm not so sure about that end one. We'll have a look at that in a moment because I think that one could be unplayable on a busy night.
Possibly, but I'm in heaven currently, Matt. I've got carpeted floors. I've got pick a board, any board you fancy.
Carpeted walls.
Yeah, I've already got my eye on one that I know I'd like to play on. Take your pick. Are we struggling to find somewhere to play? I don't think so.
But if you are struggling to find somewhere to play, if this room's full, it's a bit busy, you don't have to worry about that. There's another room out the back of the venue. Now, in that room, there's 10 more match boards. I think that room is more a reflection of 10 than this one, due to the position of the boards.
Yeah.
Roll out mats on the floor, it can come up, it can take down.
And if that's not enough and you think, oh, all 20 are done, there's another 4 downstairs in different little alcoves, those ones. So, you know, sometimes you come in on your own and maybe you don't want to be in a massive room like this. Find your own little board downstairs. 24 in total.
Different rooms, different atmospheres, different vibes, but not only that, we know these venues mostly have to double down on the function space because they don't have the opportunity like this has where they've got footprint, where they've just got that floor space. Auntie Deirdre's having a wedding. She's booked out the room.
Yeah.
I can't get a game of darts.
But you can.
I can now. I can go in the other room. I can go downstairs.
Because they're not all in the same room. And I don't think we've come across that before. We don't do 11s. So it's an absolute solid as a rock 10.
Oh, unquestionable. So much to consider with this. So we're going to have a little run down the side.
Yeah.
This one, pretty good. I'd say that's a 7.
Yeah, I think you're about right with that one, Matt.
A little bit more wear on the next one.
Quite a lot more wear on that, Matt.
Lots of turn. I'd be 5.
Yeah, I'm 4. Yeah.
4? That's a bit harsh,
Yeah, it
isn't
was
it?
a bit
You
harsh.
haven't got your harsh Andy top
Now,
on.
this one looks better at the bottom half. Top half's had a bit of wear, hasn't it? 5 on that one, Matt.
I'm more 7. There's some good trebles on there. Oh, hello. This one's had a smashing on the 14 and the 12.
But the rest is good, yeah.
Very good.
I'm up to 7 on that one.
Yeah, I'd say that's very good, very nice. I'd be looking 7 or 8.
Yeah,
So there's lots to
good again.
consider here. A bit of Velcro here on this board, I think.
Tell you what I'm noticing. Haven't they done a good job of rotating them? You
Well
know,
maintained.
these boards have been up a while. You can tell they've had some hammer, but the rotation's good. So there's always a new treble to aim at. It's almost
that's
like
what
they
we
were all
used.
put up at the same time because they've got very similar amounts of wear. I reckon they stick 10 brand new boards up in here and then in a month's time take them all down, stick another 10 up.
And then to finish off, I think all the way down, I've never gone, wow, 9, but I've never gone 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I think a fair reflection of taking everything into consideration would be somewhere of a 7-ish.
Yeah, I was around 6. This one's had more wear than the others, and I'm guessing it's because it's right next to the bar. 6 sounds harsh. It's a fair reflection of the board's condition, and that's what we're talking about, Matt.
I think where it sounds harsh is because when you've got to take into account this many boards, this isn't just I've got to maintain a board or 2 boards. We're going to put a brand new board up there, then the rest of the boards are rubbish, everyone wants to play on board 1. So if you're going to even just do this wall at £70 a dartboard, and there's what, 8 dartboards down this wall, that's £70 times 8, which is...
£560. A lot of money. And I definitely believe, I think they changed them all at the same time, because I've never been in a place where the wear is so similar throughout.
I'm just putting into consideration the amount of investment, because you can't change one, you've got to change them all. I've got to go 7 because we have to be fair of the extra considerations.
And I have to go 6, and I'll tell you why, because while you might think I'm harsh, while the viewers might think I'm harsh, I'm fair and I'm consistent.
How are we going to settle it?
I don't think it's fair on the other places that we've given 7 that had better quality boards.
I know we're going to settle it. Foot against the wall. I'm going to race you to board 5.
Okay, see ya.
Oh, really? The editor's
6,
good
guys.
That one.
Oh, shit. I think it's spot on. The ball's usually normally level with my eye, so let's have a look. I'm not quite sure why I said it like that.
But it's not straight. Look, you're angling it again.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Is
that better?
No, look, it's here.
Right, okay,
Why are you putting it on the skirting board? Is the board fascia on the skirting board?
Shut up with you.
So, I've done this all series.
Tiny weeny bit low.
Told you.
About
Got the eye.
2 mil.
the eye.
Try not to fall over the hockey again. So if I take that out, I can see it's the impression it's made. Oh, crikey. Is that tight in, Matt?
Yeah, that was up to the fascia.
1.5 inches long. Oh, I didn't expect that at all. I had a little throw a minute ago. I thought it was perfect. Where that goes in, hang on a minute. There isn't a wrong and a right way. No, there isn't. There's only one way to put it in.
It's got a logo on it as well, you see.
Do you know what they've done?
Measured to the height.
They measured to the top of this. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Neither here nor there really on the height, very little in it, but that's a fair old long, so I'm at 5.
You've given lower than 5 for 2 mil.
Right. It's not often you have to push me down, is it?
But I could see with just my rough test, I said that's going to be fractionally out. I think the ambience lighting is just drawing you in and it's just built you up a little bit. I think this was more like a 3. I'm going to go with something completely different first. I'm going to talk about the variety of experiences. Because yes, this hockey right here, we've got a raised one. We don't over there, we've got a rubber mat. We don't in the back room, rubber mats. So we've got a variety of different experiences. So it depends what lane you get. If I come in here and I want a game of darts, am I guaranteed to get a raised hockey? No. This one, that's fine. That one, we've tripped over it and it's come out the floor. That one wobbles a lot and you can't tow it because it'll come out the floor again.
And mats, I absolutely hate mats, honestly. For the total reason that we spoke about before, with a mat, you've got to look down to see where you're putting your foot. With a raised hockey, you can just feel for it.
It's wide. That's wide enough. That's fine. Raised enough?
Yes, definitely.
We know we've talked about perception before.
Yeah.
If it's too high, it makes you feel shorter, makes you feel like you're throwing up. So no issue there.
Yeah.
No lights. It's not a ramp. But again, a ramp, I'm okay with it not being a ramp. Hockey-wise, if I was doing just this one, I would give it an unflattering 7. But because I've got to take everything into consideration, I'm more like 5.
And I was more like 4 to begin with.
The 4's too low.
And it's 1 point less than what you're saying. I always start at 10.
No, this one was 7.
Right, so I'm kind of at 5 for that one because it's not a runway, it's not lit, it does move a little bit. I think it could be a bit...
because it's not all serious?
Yeah, all right, I'm on with you now. I want one lit. I want it lit now. I do want it lit. You've taught me into it. Taking everything... If I had to play on a rubber mat, I wouldn't play. So if I come here for a tournament and I get a rubber mat, I'm sorry, I'm not playing. Because it's just a waste of time. My game is walk up to the hockey, looking at the board, feel for the hockey, throw. If I've got to suddenly start looking down, where's my feet going? Waste of time. I can't play. So that's dragging me down. It's dragging me down to 4. But where are you at? I feel like I've had my own way a little bit here.
You normally do, because you start sulking.
But yeah, but I'll let you go with 5. If you want to go with 5, feels about right. It's midway, isn't it?
10.
What, you just start, that's it? That's the end of the category? Just...
I'll pad it out a little bit more if you want, if you really want. So Ring light, no problem there.
Yep.
Haven't overcomplicated it and caused a problem putting spots on. That does the job.
We've seen that
no shadow.
too often.
Don't need to do a test there.
Yes.
Room, white, bright. Nothing so much over the head, but it's light enough.
Yeah, there's
at the back
enough
of the
over the
optic.
head.
Ambience.
Yes.
Now, these come through, I think it's something like 12 million colours or something, which is basically just loads of different shades of different things. You know, you can have all those in there. They're flashing at the moment. You can have them on fixed if you want to. You've seen how the room can change from this bit of ambience lighting. Are you a believer at last?
Yes and no. I think the fact that's flashing would put you off.
It doesn't have to flash. I've literally just said you can have it fixed. It doesn't have to flash.
I don't
it's
think
only
you
on
get
for
to
effect.
choose. I don't think you can go to the bar and go, can I have mine static, please? And then Tom Jones goes to the bar and he goes, no, I want mine flashing, please.
They wouldn't have it flashing on a match day.
Do you not think?
No.
I'm okay with the overhead lighting. We love a light ring, don't we? It's not our favourite, but it's a light
Can you
ring.
mark it down is the question.
When I walked in the room and I saw all this, I thought, yeah, that's pretty impressive. That is the ambience that you like. It's, you know, am I going overboard about it? No, because it is what it is and you love it and I'm not particularly that keen. So I'm trying every single thing I can here to get you below a 10. Don't think I'm succeeding, am I?
No, I love it.
No.
10.
Half-time scores for the Towers. It's very unusual you get 2 10s in the first half, but yet the score's only a 34. Let down by a couple of categories. The most surprising to me was measurements, but it's 34, but I've got a feeling part 2 might be even higher. Can it possibly take the top spot?
I'm strong on this one, Andy. I'm thinking, and I'm going to reveal it again, just like last time, I'm like an 8 or a 9. Reason being, we've got here a Dartmate scoring system. This is one of the premium models. There's a tablet holder. That means you can play tournaments. We've got here Wi-Fi. So there's opportunity here that you can connect it up, play games, online systems, and then that is all on a nice bit of chalkboard. And we know you like a chalkboard.
There's an electronic scoreboard. I can't see anything else. Okay, so there's room for a tablet. Fair enough, the tablet goes in there. There is no chalkboard because this is glued. This is glued. This is screwed. There is no chalkboard. Where's the whiteboard?
Where's the white? All
So there
year,
is no
all
way.
year he's had whiteboards. Where's the chalkboard? He gets the chalkboard. Where's the whiteboard?
Yeah, so we do 501 on here. I put the wrong score in. Oh, started a game there, look, you see. At 26, oh, I've put 46 in. Now what do I hate them. The only one I like is the one that shows all your previous scores.
Well, wouldn't you
I
just
would
press
never
the
use
button
that.
here that says recall?
Yeah, maybe
Or the
you
button
can.
that says
Look,
error?
Look, at the end
Surely
of the day,
there's a clue there in that big button
Matt
there.
and Dave, you're on next. Andy, you to mark. Where's my pen or my chalk? That's what I want. I don't want this. It's functional. It does a job, and people love it because you don't have to learn how to count. I've said this at other venues. I'm not being specific to here. You have to have the ability to be able to write it up there.
Chalkboard.
There is a reason why the PDC have 2 people either side marking, so that if the computer goes wrong, they've got something to reference. Goes wrong, you've got no reference.
They don't use the computer at the PDC.
Well, they must do something to take the scores off.
That's for the crowd. The official score is what the marker writes.
Oh, what do
not the
they
computer
write, or do they use one of these? Do they actually write it on a whiteboard? Anyway, look, I think I've seen a chalkboard downstairs, so we're not being fair again because this place is massive. There'll be lots of options. So I'm going to give it more for that, and I'm going to get to 6.
No, that takes the piss. I'd go low as 7, but I'm not going lower than 7.
Can't go lower than 7, therefore we can't go lower than 7. Well, there's plenty to go at, Matt, I can see that.
First impression, wow, 5 glasses full. And then when you think about it, has to be.
Yeah.
There's no other choice. Because just think about how many dartboards there are, how many people could be coming in here for a game of darts.
I've thought about that, but I can't imagine there's going to be 20 boards and nobody's brought any darts. Yeah, I would have thought in this day and age you'd only get 2 or 3 boards where people haven't brought their darts, so there's plenty of choice for them. Have you spotted any tungsten?
No, they're all brass, they're all pretty much the same sort of thing. Flights are good though, flight condition, there's a few that have been used of course, but generally Flight's good condition. Stem prongs are good. They're going to hold the flight. They're not going to be popping off all the time. Not going to fall out through the air.
There's a variety here. So if you've forgot your darts, I'll have a route through. Oh yeah, that one looks like I could throw that maybe. Give them an extra point for that possibly, but no. I'd rather see 4 sets of tungsten.
This is where we've got to be fair and reflection to the footprint and the access. Again, we'll go back to episode 1, 2 dartboards. If they had that in there, oversaturated, too many darts.
Yes.
Here, it actually feels maybe a little bit less than what would be required.
I'm not sure about that. There seems like a lot of darts here. I think because this is a darts venue, people are coming with darts. I think if you go in a social club where darts is secondary, then you might be thinking, oh, I'll have a game of darts. I think if people are coming here, they're coming to play darts, Matt. They're bringing their own, they're bringing a new set. There's plenty of choice.
Nothing excites me about it.
No.
So for volume, I'm going to go above average. There's nothing exciting. So do you know what? I think 6 is about right.
Yeah, I was 5 or 6. So
5's average, and the volume makes it better.
I don't even feel like arguing. So do you know what this is? It's a 10.
10?
How can it not be?
So you're going 10?
I'm going 10. If I'm watching a match in here, there's about 50 different locations I can put myself to watch that match.
I'm not going to tell you why it's not a 10. I'm going to show you. Right, I've just had me throw 180. Come to the board, take them out. I'm going to exit to the right.
You're left-handed all of a sudden.
Okay, well, I'm going to take them out of my hand.
Right, okay.
I'm going to exit to the right, which is what I should be doing, because I can't go this way because I'm not going to get round you.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to exit to the right. I'm then going to come round the back to stand behind the opponent, which is good etiquette. And when I do that, there's a marker there.
Yeah.
So I can't get there, I'm going to be here. And now, Auntie Shirley, who stands over to the right-hand side of the Oche, she's annoyed with it because I'm standing in the way. So where am I going to stand? And this guy stands over to the left. Where do I go?
I think you're confused.com. This is match day experience.
So this is your match
board. Do you think this is the match board on match day?
But it's a tournament.
Not a chance.
It's a tournament. All the boards are in
not
use.
A chance. No way they're using that board and this board, because you can't.
Tournament's full. They've gone, Andy, you're on board 7.
So no, I'm not playing on it.
So it's a 0.
I'm not playing on it.
So it's a 0.
You can't. This can't be a match board.
So it's a 0.
It can't be a match board. There is no... Right, you stand there and let me stand behind you. So you're stood at the Oche, I'm stood waiting to play. I'm getting a dart in my head.
I agree.
So there's no... They can't possibly use these 2 boards.
Okay, so...
I don't understand why they're both there then, with numbers on.
So let's break it down. Because they're not going to go on board 6, miss it, now we're board 8. So you're saying that's a 0, because you wouldn't play on it. So it's already 9, because if we're going to grade every board, that's 0.
Right,
so we're already down
I
from
was
10.
thinking match day experience, Super League, I'm playing on the middle board, all my team's behind me, all the other boards are switched off, a couple of boards here are for practicing. I wasn't thinking it's a massive tournament with 150 people in. Not many people's match day experience is a room with 120 people in. It's pub night, of which they do leagues. It's Super League, of which they're in. It's county on one board, of which they're in. Just on the fact of when there's 120 people, that's not fair.
Are you going to open this whole room up for 20 people on Super League night?
Well, where else are you going to go?
Downstairs, in the other room.
No, I can't go downstairs.
You're not going to give
downstairs
this
is a
function
pub.
room.
You've been to county. I've been to county. Oh, there's one board in the corner there, mate, to practice. There's 20 of you lined up.
County's different. I'm talking Super League. 8 aside. Are you going to shut down this entire room for 16 people? It's not a 10.
It's clearly a
not
room.
10.
It's clearly a room for a big tournament. Of course,
I need to borrow
it is.
your harsh Andy top, because I think 10 is absolutely ridiculous.
Where are we?
You've now been drawn on board 8 or board 9. How happy are you playing with these mats?
No, that's a different category. That's
Matchday
Oche and we've done it. That's Oche and we've done it.
That's matchday experience.
No, matchday experience is what is the experience like on match night?
Yeah, so
the
you'd be
people
happy.
watching. No, not the
you'd
player.
You'd be happy with that match experience.
You're doing
You'd be happy with this matchday experience.
Why have you gone off so harsh on it?
7, 8 and 9, you'd be happy with that experience.
No, I want to shut down all the boards and leave board number 4 on there, move the tables, all the other boards are switched off apart from the one in the corner that you're practicing on. Everybody's sat around watching that board and I'm loving it.
When I said to you about the lights can be static or you went, but you can't have it your way. You want to come in and shut down 90% of the room so that you can play on your board by yourself.
You don't use any more boards.
So no one else needs to throw darts in that period of time.
Where are we going now?
Going board 1.
Oh, heck. What's wrong now?
So we're here, right? You're at the Oche. I've come behind. I've got my darts out. I've exited to the right. I come round here, and there's Auntie Deirdre trying to order a drink.
No,
and I'm in the way.
There's hooks here. They'll shut this side off and only let you use the other side.
So this whole room, which can house hundreds of people, are going to queue in that side of the bar.
Because you've already said there'll only be 16 people here. You're balancing it all on a tournament. How many times do you think it's used for? Pub League, Super League, County, as opposed to a tournament with 120 people in it.
Every Tuesday, because I spoke to the owner. Every Wednesday, because I spoke to the owner. And it doesn't fit that purpose.
I can't believe you're going to go that low.
I think...
Fixable, isn't it?
There's 6 enjoyable boards here. Right, go to board 2.
Oh, can you stop me falling over the Oche? Yeah, I'm in.
In your position there.
We're there.
Now, I'm here. Auntie Deirdre's got a weak bladder. She can't get out.
They'll move the tables.
Where?
They have weddings in here. They're not going to have all them tables in here.
But
They'll put it in the
they don't have people
storeroom.
throwing darts. Where? Where's it going to go?
In the storeroom at the back.
Here I am, getting ready to throw. And Auntie Deirdre, with a weak bladder, is getting me in the legs.
Come on. This is nonsense.
You started high, and you said, how can I bring it down? I've given you 20 reasons.
We've given places 6 where there was room behind us for like 3 people.
There's no room. Auntie Deirdre.
That table wouldn't be here.
Where would it go?
In the storeroom.
And where's people going to sit?
In one of the other tables.
It's Tuesday night. Well, who's going to... That's got to go.
That's gone in the storeroom.
So we've got...
There's still seating for 100 people.
5 tables.
Of 10, 50 people.
I don't hate it.
You're at 5, aren't you?
I don't see what you're saying. You asked me what's wrong, and I've gave you about 20 things. What's he not seeing?
I think it's great. I think if I was on that middle board, people watching, I think it's great.
I'm going to overrule this. I'm going to take the decision. What we're going to do, we're going to give this a 6, but let me know in the comments section what you think. Are you with Andy, who wants to give this a 10, or do you see the same issues I'm seeing? We said maybe a bit of ambience lighting behind the board. Now, this isn't behind the ring like we said earlier, but it's behind the board. I like that.
You found one, haven't you?
Bit of ambience.
You found one. To be honest, I found lots of things here.
Oh,
I mean,
fire away.
Shuffleboard. Love that. Enough pool tables and snooker tables forever. Toilets, pretty much every room you go in, there's more toilets. Like Chris chocolate, all stuff like that, but then a full food menu. Loads of beers.
You can scan a QR code and it gets brought to you.
Loads of different beers. I mean, it's
flights and stems for purchase.
Yeah, its facilities gone.
Air hockey.
Table
football.
Bandit.
Interactive darts.
TV
self-scoring
screens.
games.
Yeah, the interactive, yeah. I mean, what have they not got? Yes.
Huge.
Huge car park. No chance you're never getting a space. Give me a reason not to give it a 10.
Bear with me.
All right. Okay.
So we're going to look at the sauce selection now. Now, there's a lot of choice in here, but do you know what? I'm not seeing much ketchup.
It's impossible not to give this a 10. There is no possible way for facilities you cannot give this place a 10. Again, we've said it about some of our other top ranking ones. It's a place you could spend all day. So, I don't think we've come across this before. It's a members club, but you don't have to be a member. If you are, you get a discount. A pint of Heineken is £5.15. If you're a member, you get 10% off, which is 52p, so it's £4.63. If you play darts, it's £4 an hour for a lane. If you're a member, you get 10% off, it's £3.60 an hour. So basically, anything in the venue, if you're a member, you get 10% off.
It's hard to represent value on something that's so varied. Because if I get board 3 in the other room, I'm okay with that. Board 7, I'm not happy paying a penny for it, never mind £4 an hour.
I'm kind of up and down on this because in a way I like the fact, I'm a member, so I know I'm getting 10% off all the time. But if the starting price is a little bit high, the 10% doesn't bring it down enough for me. And we've seen £3 a pint in this series.
It's a bit pricey for me.
I think I have to agree.
And you like the finer things.
Yeah, but
like you wouldn't stay in a hotel I'd stay in.
No, and that's fair. I think you'll be like that when you get in your 50s. It feels a lot, but yeah, it's packed. So are we getting it wrong? Is everybody else saying, are you joking, mate? This is the best value place in Mansfield.
Yeah, the proof is in the response, isn't it? You know, people vote with their feet, and they're voting to come here.
For the first time in the whole series, I haven't got a number.
Well, the main thing we've got to
no
do
number.
is we've got to judge it based on the darts. I've seen better venues for free than I've seen here for paid. So value for the darts, probably a 5.
Wow. And what about for everything? Well, for everything else, it's usually my domain. I'm about a 5.
Oh, job done.
What's the average of 5 and 5?
55. So that's it. The season has come to a close and we've ended with a bit of a bang. On first impressions, this place looked absolutely amazing. But when we run it through our scoring criteria, there's just a couple of little areas it could improve. And when we talk about improvements, we're not talking anything massive. The investment is already there. All it needs is a little bit of a tweaking, certainly in regards to the layout. It's got everything it needs. It's got all the ingredients. Just needs to be rearranged to bake the perfect cake.
Matt, I'm sad. You know I am sad. This is the end.
It's time to go.
It's the end. How can it be the end of another series already?
I mean, you say that, but I mean, we've been together all week and I'm actually quite glad it's the end.
Yeah, and I'm glad, but it's still the end. And Series 4's probably only around the corner, but each time we finish one of these, it is like we've been on a journey. We've learnt more about each other.
We've been on a 2,000-mile journey.
Yeah, we've certainly been on a journey, haven't we?
Yeah.
But wow, what have we seen in this series? Oh, some unbelievable venues. Some that have blown us away.
I guess we're going to have to sit down and review that at some point and we'll look back over Series 3.
And pick our best bits.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Let's go off and do that.